Hey.
Just to, like, go
Howdy,
word
hello.
and interpret it exactly how it's meant to be. Like, dude, the people that wrote this is like fucking 300 years ago. Like, they don't know anything.
Oh, the Constitution's fucking nuts about, black men being 2/4 of a man or some dumb shit. I don't know.
3/5 of a man,
Yeah.
And then you've got a lot of stuff in there
Tired,
that's just so
that's what I am.
antiquated. And I mean, I guess
But outside that,
Testament, right?
I stopped and got a boiled egg for sustenance.
Yeah, every album needs a remix, right?
Because I'm fucking starving. For
I'm
one.
surprised you found that much. I would think, because in my mind, in terms of like the Bible,
I'm so fucking hungry. I've been trying to find an exit
Well, I actually really
with
wanted
food
to
on
find
it
scriptures where it celebrated sex, because I feel like
for several hours.
we feel and think the opposite. It's just so condemned in everyday media when we talk about it now, right? And I would even argue to say that millennials, and maybe even myself included, like, we'll even make jokes about people that are religious because it's like, oh, you don't want me to be a hoe because it's in the Bible. Like, things like that.
So they had some boiled eggs in there, pretty cheap, with some olives.
Great, especially about enjoying sex and
So that's what I'm doing for dinner.
Not being tempted, so fuck each other. Because I mean, really, like, yeah,
It is whatever, man.
Somehow
Whatever it takes
trained to think that you should only fuck to make kids.
to
right?
keep me going.
So.
There's interesting like lessons in there. Like, keeping your wife happy. You just said, or like, keeping each other happy. It's interesting. Like, yeah, I mean, that's still something you hear today. Like, couples therapy, like, have sex with each other, enjoy each other's bodies.
So I hope everybody else is doing great.
That's not a thing to be ashamed about.
We don't have very much longer left on this journey.
It's kind of like, I would never think, like, keep...
Imagine that you've been writing Cosmo this whole time.
And it's
writing in Q&A.
No, I had to stop. I took a nap on the side of the road.
Okay, so... You mentioned
I'm gonna need to get a hotel when I get there, though.
Weird fact that will just blow your SATs right off. Okay. This is the ultimate typo. There was a version of the Bible called the Sinner's Bible.
I'm on the other side of New York.
What a difference one little word.
That's my kind of talk.
In 1963,
like right on the outskirts.
Bibles were finally legal. Publisher Robert Baker came out with a version.
I'm trying to get some food in me. I've been trying to find something to eat since I left
commit adultery. The seventh commandment is thou shalt not commit adultery. But there was a typo. 1,000 copies of the Sinner's Bible, aka the Adulterous Bible, or the Wicked Bible, were distributed before anyone even noticed. We'll never know how many people obeyed the amended commandment. But 400 years later, there were only 9 copies of the Sinner's Bible left. This was the most interesting, one of the most interesting Bible facts I found. So basically,
I love that.
There was a typo that said, "Thou shalt commit adultery," not "shall not commit adultery." And I couldn't believe that was the typo that was in there. 1,000 of those Bibles.
That's what he was doing. He was being a little hoe because he wrote and made the rules.
Snuck
and he
it
was
in
like,
there.
you know what?
Snuck it in there.
It's a little Freudian thing that's going on in your head, bro.
Yeah. Thou shalt commit adultery with thy neighbor who is thy hot or whatever. But I just find it interesting.
If she has, what would you call? Well, I guess you call it breast, but I'm just trying to think of how to describe
bosom.
Speaking.
Thou shalt indulge in thy neighbor's bosom. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a hug. Now let me get my bosom. That's not fun. Thou shalt not motorboat thy neighbor.
Dude, I just can't believe this something might be turned on already. I just actually keep
I'm so tired.
Keep laughing about it.
It's fine. He just wanted us to let us know, like, I'm listening.
I don't think, no matter how much I sleep, I think I'm gonna be fatigued.
Can you leave a rating review? Can you also be a Patreon
at this point?
Oh my god. But think about
it's gonna take me like 2 weeks to recover from this shit.
This is probably the only book people own, and they go buy it. Like, there's no other distractions other than you live your life, you farm, you live with your wife, you go to the market, you buy some peaches, you come home, whatever your life is back then.
Okay, peaches.
But you have the Bible, and you probably read this every day, and this is like the most.
I have enough on me for like maybe one more tank of gas, so
Okay.
I hope that's enough.
How do you know they knew it was a typo? Do you think that they thought it was real?
Well, no, it was a typo. The Seventh Commandment was, but the people reading it, no one knows if they went.
I know, I'm saying, do you think that they really were like, this doesn't sound right? Do you think anyone questioned the word?
I'd imagine that they must have had some moments with their neighbors where they're kind of like, they're like, well, so, you're with her? I thought you were with your wife. Like,
I stopped and got some olives and some boiled
I'm
eggs
just doing what the book says, all right? I mean,
Okay, Leviticus.
because I was starving.
Chapter 1 says, lick that Leviticus.
I mean, I'm just going by what the book says, all right? Command number 7, thou shalt commit adultery. Well, mine doesn't say that. I don't know, maybe mine's like a newer version. I mean, I would...
Can I be honest, though? If I had that version of the Bible, I feel like God was talking to this, but like talking to me straight.
Right.
Listen, you know, I put you on this earth to be a little...
Ugh.
The girlfriend's like, why would you sleep with her? Ask the Lord why I would, okay? It's in here.
Oh.
The priest says it's not right, but I'm going by this. I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
What part of the Bible is this?
Well, I can't afford to buy any cookies right now. Right there.
Oh, okay. It's a commandment.
I have like enough to get one more tank of gas.
Which is like, these are the rules you live
Well, not even a whole tank. Like,
and still people to this day
I've got $20 left.
People love to
That's
pick and
it.
choose. Let's be real.
Oh, for sure.
That's actually my next fact.
So,
What do you mean by
I better not get hungry or need gas.
So, actually, you know what? I don't have to make it my next fact. I have a bunch, but there's just a lot of contradictions. That
So
people
everybody
do,
cross
right?
your
So,
fingers.
You know, when they talk about gay marriage and homosexuality, but like wearing sheepskin or leather or not eating pork, but wearing it.
Right.
Just things like that. I think that a lot of people
It'll be okay.
choose to be inconsistent.
For sure.
And I think that has been an issue for non-believers. I guess we could use that term. But there's actually a lot of contradictions in the Bible, in the book of James, in the book of
I'm on the outskirts. I don't quite know where I am. Frankly, I'm using Google Maps.
It's difficult, right? Because I believe that a lot of the things that
And so if you asked me where exactly I am, I could not tell you to save my life. All I know is I passed through Pennsylvania.
You're like, what?
So it's very difficult to live your life in one way.
Like, look, I can't covet thy neighbor. Okay, got it.
And the way it took me was a completely, I mean, it took me all the way around because the way I should have gone, the shorter way, those roads no longer exist.
In the Bible too, about like enslaving your own daughter. Like, there's just like some weird moral shit in there.
Wild stuff.
Yeah.
And to think that, like, it's not
So,
surprising that there's lots of
it took
because
me
this book is
several
written
hundred
over
miles
thousands of years, but 40 different
and
authors.
several tanks of gas
So,
out of the way.
Some guy's gonna put his input in there, and you're like, okay, but it's interesting, very, very interesting. So yeah, there was a huge typo
Because of that.
in the 1600s.
Basically.
1,000 Bibles floating around. And to this day, some of those Bibles still exist. They're just like in museums and stuff. That were one of the 7 commandments. I think.
Oh, that would be a great birthday present.
I did not come this way last time.
But like, I feel like we glorify typos. We glorify inaccuracies when it comes to certain things that are sacred. Like
Coffee.
yeah, like that. Or like, there's a pair of Air Jordans that are going for like.
It didn't take me this long either
this
last
upside
time.
down was a factory defect, and so it's like in this place.
They're real.
But they're real, and there's this place in Paris that he opened them, and it was like, what? Why is this thing upside down?
No. I don't know what that is. I am not a technology person. I do good to use Google Maps.
I think we really glorify typos and like.
If I was rich, I would like to buy something like that. And yeah, I mean, we should love each other through our flaws, right? Like.
So,
I've been wanting to buy a dog with 2 different color eyes. But anyway, that's okay. So, let's talk about the weirdest shit. In the
anyway,
These motherfuckers was crazy. 2 of them was Leviticus. So,
I thought I'd
let's
check
start
in
the
with you
first.
guys
The weirdest Bible verses.
and give you an update.
Deuteronomy?
I should get to Maine in the morning.
This correctly, but yeah.
I can't pin my stuff, Shelly.
The book 23, chapter 1. Is that what the numbers are?
I think so. I don't know. I mean, I hope no biblical.
I don't have Patreon. I have Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. That's all I have. And I've posted those things on my community tab, and I can't post anything in the chat. It won't let me when I do live streams like this. It won't let me type in the chat.
Yeah, I never watched it.
But my PayPal, my Cash App, and my Venmo are all on my community tab. I posted it like 2 days ago, I think.
Dude, this is never...
Or yesterday it might have been.
I don't...
Yeah, you're keeping it.
Sorry, guys. But, well, God interjected again. But here we go. So basically, my braider, when she's braiding my hair, right? She'll take
But don't worry, I don't dox people. Never have, never will.
And there's certain weeks that'll come to her, certain days where she doesn't. She's like, oh,
you can ask Shelly. I keep that shit locked down.
When she's bleeding. So, maybe they keep it the same way with Deuteronomy. I don't know. What did you find with the numbers in the chapter thingies?
No, I as soon as you said you can't come into you can't come into church with no testicles, I was like, what?
I have Cash App. It's on my community tab.
We do praise big dick energy, but I guess the church is like we don't. You don't have to have a big dick. You just have to have a dick.
Yeah, I don't do technology like.
I don't even know how to spell Deuteronomy. Sounds like what a bro from like.
I'm a bookworm.
Can I take Deuteronomy?
Okay. I'm a nerd.
Making tables.
I don't people. But I have a Cash App. It's I posted the link on my community tab. If you go to my post, you should be able to see it on my community tab.
Section 8. Judah said to Anan, go in to your brother's wife and perform your duty as a brother-in-law. Raise up offspring for your brother. Now, I'm going to guess that this is if your brother dies. And I think Joe Biden's son, who was reading the book,
Hi, let's go to Pat in Redding, California. Hello, Pat.
Hello, Father Dave. So nice to talk to you guys.
Yeah, hi. Hello.
I would like to pray for my son, Mark, and my brother Stephen, that they return to the church.
Okay.
Part. I mean, you could be doing more damage, depending on what kind of exercises and stuff you're doing, how often you're doing them. You could be damaging it.
Today, by giving your life to Christ.
Learn more about giving your life to Christ and experiencing true happiness at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Timeless truth and inspiration, any time of the day or night. The Billy Graham Channel.
The messages are always relevant, even though they were many years ago, they're still relevant.
Tell your friends about the Billy Graham Channel on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
With that phone in airplane mode. I said, listen here. We've been sitting here for over an hour, okay? Doing nothing. How about you put this airplane in airplane mode?
I took my kid to Disney. It was magical. It really was magical. I gotta say, it was an awesome trip.
So when we're going, do you guys prefer
to the animal kingdom? Because my friend had given me passes. We get there, and they go, your friend's an idiot.
comedy or music? I got in trouble for music last time, by the way.
We were out of money by the last.
It's so stupid.
Well, here's my son had the ears on. You know, like, I guess we gotta go. I guess we gotta go.
I got in trouble for playing the musics.
That's how much it is. The animal kingdom.
last time.
For 2 adults and a kid for 1 day. Guess how much it is?
Hey, Shelly, can you post my links to the Cash App in the chat for Warhammer?
$750, which changed the entire tone of the day. It did, because we go on a ride, my wife would be like, "Oh, what do you think of that ride?" I'm like, "It was good. It wasn't $100 good." In the animal kingdom is a
Because he was asking for it, and I can't post it.
Walking around, we get to the tiger cage, and there's no tiger. And the person working there goes, "Oh,
I swear to God, you know,
I was like, "Oh, okay. Wake him up."
I don't know what's up with
Wake up the tiger. No, for $750.
the way they set up their exits up north.
Backflip. No, you know what? For $750, I want a perfect backflip.
They're complicated, they're confusing, and damn near impossible to read. Because I got off on 3 separate exits thinking there was food on those exits. No, no food. No. What ended up happening was I got lost 3 separate times.
We had a moment. We looked at each other. I started feeling really bad about how I was behaving in front of my family.
It is awful.
Half of the animal kingdom.
And then I was down these weird backwoods, crazy, twisty, turny roads where you're kissing your own ass when you turn those curves. And you're out in the middle of nowhere. Not a car to be seen anywhere. So if you ran off the 300-foot cliff that's right in one of those curves, then you, my friend, are fucked. Because nobody would find you. Hey, April.
My generation, you know, it's not this old guy there. He said the problem with my generation is that we're too lazy.
It's insane.
I said, listen, man, you want to talk about being lazy? You're wearing Velcro shoes. And you're in a wheelchair.
Excuse me, that was rude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Grandpa.
It's cold as fuck.
Some things I don't like about my generation, you know. Like, over years, I want a lot of words. Over years,
We are looking at a creepy ass house to that side, and all of this to the other side, and some really, really shady looking corner store. And that is what we're working with. Thank you, Classic.
When the internet was slow. Like, I used to go outside. For fun.
Warhammer.
When the internet was slow. Here's how it's slow.
Holy hell. I just got it. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. But that'll cover my room and gas. I can send you a receipt for that. Warhammer. When I get the room later.
Which is an interesting stereotype, because you know who else loves donuts? Absolutely
everyone. I don't feel good.
Of course, cops love donuts.
I think maybe the gas station eggs was a mistake. Because now I feel nauseated. But I was hungry.
When you're at a donut shop and you see a police officer, don't you feel like something special's happened? An angel just got its wings. It's special.
does. Hammer, it does. But it's not, I promise. I feel like I'm in a shady part of town. It is. It's right on the road. I don't know what it is about up north, but they literally put the front steps right up to the highway. You know, in the South, we have zoning laws where you cannot build that close to the highway. You will get your house taken down. And thank you, Hammer. You don't know how much that means to me. That is a huge relief. I will send you hotel receipts. I'm not used to accepting help from people. It's very much alien to me. You can ask Shelly. Hey Shelly, how many times would you say you have seen me either A, accept help from people, or B, much less ask for it? You're right about that, Shelly. You're not wrong. Also, I don't know what to do to entertain you guys. I can't help it, Shelly. I don't. It makes me feel cringy. And I know I'm stubborn. And I know I should have said something a month ago. I know there have been a million times I should have come on here and been like, hey Panda Fam, I'm hurting. Could you help me? But I couldn't do it. Unfortunately, right now, I don't have a choice. I am being forced to swallow my pride.
I've noticed that old people don't understand that we're not engaged. Because we went to a wedding 2 years ago, all these old people coming up to us.
It is. It's almost. I think it's like right at. Let me look. It's 3:32. So it's almost 4.
I don't go up to old people at funerals.
I do suck at I do. I suck at banging. I'm trying to see if my maps is still up. Ah, goddamn hiccups. Okay. So before I start driving and cannot respond to you. Do you guys like the comedy talk radio playing in the background? Or would you rather me do something else? Because I cannot conversate back and forth with you, but in brief intervals where I happen to be able to check the chat.
I'm like, why not? In the background, you just hear Darren and Darren and Darren and Darren and Darren.
I can do music, but I get in trouble for it. And I have to take the stream down. I'm gonna sing now, Shelly. Right, April? Ow! Shots fired, Shelly. Shots fired.
I haven't paid my taxes in 8 years.
He was in big trouble.
We're gonna take your house, garnish your pay.
Louis found out about Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm.
I don't want to raise more. It was because of Optima Tax.
Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Give Optima Tax a call.
Shelly.
Call 800-495-9366. 800-495-9366.
Optima Tax Relief.
Are you want to compensated for sharing your experience? Visit OptimaTaxRelief.com for details. Back to basics. Pure
Shelly.
9698.
Student loan payments are back or not. I don't know. It's not. They'll find it. I don't know. I feel like they'll get in touch when it's time.
Another out, right?
Philosophy degree. That's what I walked away with.
I'm gonna see if the map still works while I move. If it does, I can keep you on there. If it doesn't, I've gotta go. But I think it will. I think it'll be okay. If I don't get mugged. What the fuck did I just hit?
I'm not saying we don't need philosophy. We don't need philosophy fighters.
Hey!
Philosophy. I can't remember the guy's name.
Woman!
I got nothing. It's not helping me.
Ha! It still works. I'll be damned.
In 150 feet, turn right.
Alright.
Turn right. Then, turn left.
Turn right, then turn left. Make up your fucking mind. This is so fucking...
Turn left. Then, turn left.
Jesus. It's yelling at me. I'm turning left, and then I'm turning left.
Turn left.
Hey, stop screaming at me. Jesus. Okay. All right.
In 800 feet, slide right. Slide right.
Stop yelling at me. This is not maps.
Head northwest.
You fucking bipolar ass fucking app.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto the slip road.
These roads are fucking confusing. That's all I've got to say.
Turn right onto the slip road.
Would you stop yelling at me? You're not being helpful. I know you think you're being helpful, but you're not. You're yelling at me. Alright. To the back cave.
American boy to be a baseball hero like Sandy Koufax, Lou Gehrig, Ty Cobb, or the greatest hero of them all, the hero of the 1923 World Series, the denizen of the diamond, the pitching fool, Thomas Bolin Smothers. Back in the year 1915, Thomas Bolin Smothers was a kid like any other kid, yearning to be a baseball player. He had the perfect build for it. He was tall and gangly and loosely put together. One day he made up his mind that he wanted a nickname, like all other great sports figures had.
I shall name myself after my favorite idol, Babe Ruth. Yeah, from now on I'll call myself Ruth Smothers.
But soon he dropped the name. None of his buddies wanted to play with a boy named Ruth. Oh, few wanted to date him, but... When he was 15 years old, young Smothers realized his lifelong dream. His rich uncle died and willed him a real baseball.
Wow, a real baseball. Thanks, dead uncle.
Young Smothers loved that baseball. He may have loved it a little too much. He played with that baseball every day until the horseye wore off it. Then he put tape on it. As the years went by, he put on more and more tape because he loved that baseball.
I'm gonna put another piece of tape on my baseball. Toss me my baseball.
Then young Smothers' break came when he got an offer to join the New York Nats. They liked the way he pitched.
Gosh, who, me? I'm really excited. Thanks a lot. Nats, me, pitching. Wow.
They liked the way he pitched, but they weren't too crazy about the way he talked. Came 1923, the World Series between the New York Nats and the New Jersey Mosquitoes. The final game, the game of the century. It was a hot, blistering afternoon. The Mosquitoes and the Nats were dropping like flies. By the ninth inning, the Nats are leading by 1 run. Smothers is 1 out away from victory. The tense faces wait expectantly. The gallant denizen of the diamond reassures them that they can count on him.
Don't worry, I'll do it. I won't let you down. You paying faces, you.
One more strike and it's all over. Smothers is feeling the pressure. He rubs the rosin back. He hitches up his pants, wipes his brow, pinches his ear, tightens his belt, rubs his nose.
Alright. Let me try to navigate this real quick. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, guys. I'm gonna try to, I gotta close my live stream so I can get a hold of my Google Maps and pull that up. But I'll be back. Give me, I want to say another hour or so. Or I'm going to come back when the sun starts to come up so you can actually see what the fuck is around us instead of dark highway. But I'm definitely going to film going down into Maine and going through Vermont. Vermont's gorgeous, and that'll be fun to film. So I'll do you guys, and again, thank you, Hammer, and thank you everybody for showing up. I'll be back. should be in Vermont in about 2 hours, maybe. I'm not that far. Shelly. Alright, guys, I love you. I'll be back soon. And I love you guys.